we got bigger questions, right? So, Bronny James, and you hit us like 10 minutes before we were supposed to come on and be like, we have to talk about Bronny James now because the NBA's fitness to play panel has cleared Bronny to be drafted and to play in the league. We know he had the cardiac arrest thing at USC last summer, a really scary situation. An underwhelming freshman year at USC. He entered himself into the draft consideration and the transfer portal at the same time. How do you see his future or at least just in the draft? How do you see him playing out?
I think he's going to get drafted. I think he stays in this draft. I know there's a lot of buzz around Bronny James coming into Chicago. A lot of NBA execs and a lot of scouts want to see how he does in NBA rules and spacing at the 5-on-5 scrimmages Tuesday and Wednesday here at the Combine. And by all accounts, he's been looking great in pre-draft workouts, working out alongside Rob Dillingham and also KJ Simpson, the CU point guard, who is one of the toughest guards in the Pac-12 this year. So I think he's going to do enough this week in Chicago to get himself drafted. I think he might even leave with a promise, or at least, different teams that want to bring him in individually for workouts. It'll be interesting to see if he opts in or out for his media availability. He's only spoken to the media 3 times in his high school and his 1-year college career. I was there for all 3 times. That's how long I've been covering Bronny James. And so, he's definitely the most intriguing player at this draft. When you're looking at the Lakers with the 55th pick in the second round, that's the most popular landing spot, just with his dad being there and kind of fulfilling that destiny of becoming that first father-son duo to play in the NBA. So he's definitely going to be a player to watch. And, everything kicks off today.
Now, I'm very curious about the whole Bronny not talking to the media thing. Do you think he will be comfortable in a media setting? Because at the Combine, it's like meat market. You know what I mean? It is, you're sitting at a table, everybody's in front of you. Like, for that to be your first real interaction with media, whether, it's in a controlled environment or not, like, that can be pretty damn scary. So do you think he'll even opt into the media stuff?
You know what? I was talking to a team and they said, oh no, he'll absolutely do media availability. I'm like, you know nothing about Bronny James if you think this is going to be the first iteration of his media availability in a scrum setting. Like you said, last year we saw Brandon Miller get in trouble. There was a reporter that was asking him hard-hitting questions about his incident off the court. And, the NBA is it's your media availability. You opted in for it. You have to sit there for the full 10 minutes, And so I was thinking the same thing. I said, of all the times he could have had these reps in high school, in college, getting used to these sort of scenarios, and you're going to throw him into the NBA draft combine as his first, where you have NBA reporters, you've got draft reporters, you've got, local reporters, you've got everyone is going to be there if he opts in. But I think there was a change in the media availability, which makes me think that he might be doing it, because instead of doing it at the arena right outside, that's where they'd usually take the players straight from the court, bring them to media availability, they've now switched it to the hotel, and it's a designated time. So I saw that and I thought, okay, there is a chance now that they could try to control it a little bit better and make it more press conference style.
I wish I was there. I just wish in general, just to see like the spectacle of it. But at the end of the day, we are talking about a guy who is a 2nd-round draft pick. He just has a famous name, and there's a lot of intrigue behind it because of his dad, because of the Lakers, because of all the other things.